Hey, it's video games. It's time for video games. I fucked that up. Let me start over. Hey, it's video games. It's time for video games. Shit, I don't think I'm gonna get this one right tonight. Hi, everybody. I want to play some video games. That's the basic thrust of what I'm trying to say here. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Hope your Tuesday went well, and you're heading into a solid, refreshing evening. I intend for this stream to refresh you, to rejuvenate you. So, here's hoping. If it achieves the opposite effect, I take no responsibility. Who's here? Who's here for this stream? This sudden impromptu stream? And okay guy, hello. Jerry Eris, Yodel, Noman, hello. Logan D Productions, hello. Altazimith, Mr. Taco, hello. White Taxi, hello. Man, I read like 10 names and I'm all like, I've instantly forgotten all the names I've said already. I'm just going to start giving everyone double greetings. The Ultimo, hello. Hexagon Witch, hello. 68K Heart, hello. Adam Admar and Kraid and Jampolian, hello. Frumpalors, Tyzo, Cleote, hello. Sepasai, hello. Thank you for the 100 What the Ducks. That's the official internal name of that emote. I decided not to name it that on Twitch to not, you know, raise the ire of the moderators. That's a little spicy. On Discord, it has the official name. So you can use it there and get the intended effect. Tave, hello. Link's Winners, hello. Akadar, hello. Ozzy, hello. Kyrick, thank you for the 100 bits and the Time Gal getaway. Good for you. She usually ends up dying when people cheer bits on this channel. Kefki, hello. Seraphis Kane, welcome. Drag, hello. Laugh Boy, hello. Hazel Benui, hello. Xkeeper, hello. Is that everyone? Ultra Pancake, hi. That's it. We're done. We've done all the greetings. Alright, so every so often I power up my Nintendo Switch, like every couple weeks or so. I look in the shop, see if there's anything cheap worth buying. The answer every week is no, so I power it off and then forget about the Switch for a little while. This latest time, I noticed that they refreshed my Nintendo Switch trial for the Nintendo Switch Online. Sepasai, thank you for gifting a sub to Drag. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're unaware, if you're not subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online, every few months they offer you a free 7-day trial, and after a while, after you accept that, they forget, and you get another week-long trial, and you're free to turn that into content, which is what I'm doing tonight. Actually, since the last time I did the free trial, they added a whole Game Boy segment to the Nintendo Switch Online retro offerings, I guess. Just random games Nintendo decides to add to the thing, so you can play for quote-unquote free if you're a sub to their subscription service. So I'm going to play some of those tonight before my subscription runs out. Marigold, hello! Welcome to Game Boy. It's going to happen any second now. Gonna play that Game Boy Alone in the Dark? Oh, you know it. All the weird shit they got up there. Especially the most recent game. I'm really excited to check that one out. So actually, why don't we go ahead and get to that? Let's close these windows. Get out of here, Mednafin. Get out of here, Winamp. Take a hike, Notepad++. Viatotube, you can stay. Oh, Nintendo Switch. There you are. Alright, so this is cropped so you can't see the entire selection here. But I'll be playing whatever I guess looks interesting in this whole thing. If you're unfamiliar with what Nintendo's been doing, they basically just update their catalogs of NES, Super NES, and Game Boy games every so often with a whole bunch of bullshit. And let's play the bullshit. Quest for Camelot, huh? Well, I mean, it's right there. It's the first. It's the first game. It's today's Osusume, you might say, the chef special of the day. Who's heard of Quest for Camelot? So the way I can tell, every so often someone gets the bright idea to make a animated sequel to a beloved classic, and they rope a whole bunch of people into funding it. In the 90s, this happened with a movie called Happily Ever After. They were all like, "Oh man, Disney's re-releasing Snow White. We're gonna make an unofficial sequel. You better buy in and get all the merchandise now. You're gonna make a bundle because everyone's gonna be confused and they're gonna want Happily Ever After merchandise." That didn't happen. Or every so often, someone gets the bright idea to do that with Peter Pan. It's never worked, not ever in the history of mankind. But they keep making Peter Pan movies. Anyway, this is all like, the legend of King Arthur or something? Well, what if we made a fucked up animated movie on no budget about that? And Titus can publish it. And then Titus can have money problems, so Nintendo themselves steps in to publish it. And that's what happened. Let's play this. I mean, Nintendo wouldn't put this up here if it was bad, right? Peter No Pan. Someone got to make that. That would actually make money. Quest for Camelot, developed by Titus. Yeah, this is Titus, aka Tatus, if you pronounce it how that guy in Nintendo Quest pronounced Taito. Is there like a freaking... Should we be getting volume from this? I don't hear volume from this. Oh wait, there's a whole video capture in slider. Y'all hear sound, right? It's really loud? Nice. Okay, let me turn that down a little bit. For some reason it's not coming through on my end. So let me see if I can get that fixed up. I gotta be able to hear this. What if monitor and output? There we go. Sumac, thank you for the follow. Yeah, there goes Tess. I had to let Tess out. You enjoy Tess, Alex. Dark Witch Claire, hello. And anyone else who joined when I wasn't looking. Okay, so I can mute this, and it mutes it on the desktop audio. This should be fine. You shouldn't be hearing doubled audio, and it should be of normal volume. Am I correct? We have to get the maximum quality for Quest for Camelot. Yes, that's correct. Congratulations. Did I load up Zelda by mistake? What if Zelda was a girl? Yeah, Alex is Rescue Cat here in chat. What's with this pained expression on the protagonist? It's like a... You know what I mean, right? The forward-facing sprite, it's doing... Yeah, it's doing one of these. It's totally like a South Park character. Interface looks a hell of a lot like Zelda. I'm sure that's just coincidence. Okay, let's play this. Is that the face you make when you realize you're in a Titus game? Oh, right. Zelda's the boy, Link's the girl. I keep forgetting. I don't play no Zeldas. They keep making them, and they can't make me play them. Kaylee jumped off her pony into her father's arms. Okay. Alright, this is good already. Unfortunately, the fun was short-lived. Father, do you have to go? Sir Lionel answered, I'm afraid I must. You know the knights will be here soon. The knights arrived, and Sir Lionel left for Camelot. Kaylee smiled. One day, I'll be a knight like father. Later in Camelot. Interesting choice to have no audio whatsoever in this intro, but whatever. Sir Ruber had a shield, and he said, what about my new land? And King Arthur was like, divided according to each person's needs. And I need more than everyone, he said. Grr. I'm just summing this up. It's time for a new king, and I vote for me. You can't do that. Boof. That's a face. The knights tried to restrain Ruber, but he was too strong. He threw the knights and Ruber charged toward Arthur. Ruber swung viciously with his mace, but Arthur deflected the blow with Excalibur, which is a sword, and Ruber was sent flying across the room. He rose to his feet and glared at Arthur. One day in my hand, and all will be mine. The knights charged Ruber, but he escaped. However, you know what they say about showing instead of telling? The Game Boy never heard that lesson, or at least Titus never did. Boy, this keeps going. Yeah, I'm not hearing any music either. I think this is just how it is. Thanks, game. 10 years later. Oh, look at that full screen pixel art. Oh, damn it, I accidentally loaded up the novelization. Yeah, this is one of those sound novels. Hey, Neo Zero, welcome. I'm playing this game, which is apparently a highly recommended video game on Nintendo Switch Online.
No bite!
No bite! Ultimo, thank you for the 250 bits. Yeah, we all know this game. We all grew up with it. We all had Game Boys with copies of Quest for Camelot. We all traded Arthurian characters via the link cable. I evolved my Arthur into an Arthurino. Yeah, see, told you there was music. Let me turn this up a little. Yeah, you're hearing that? I'm making my displeased anime face. I was confusing this game with Fate, of course. Oh, Marigold, you've played this? Is it cool? Is it the best game? It looks like I have 1 sword and 0 chicken. I'm gonna avoid these guys for now. Ruber stormed the manor and captured your mother, Lady Juliana. Be careful, those knights are ruthless. Go see if the blacksmith to the east can help. To talk to people, stand next to them and hold the F? Control pad? Oh, the... okay. Control pad in their direction, then press the A or B button. If you want to save, press start to blah 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 blah, the save icon, and you start to play the game and resume the gameplay, and you push the button to assign control and your progress will be saved. All items will be equipped like this. You'll need 30 gems in order to save your progress. Hurry. Whoa. He took off. Remember, press the F button. Funny little guy, thanks for the follow. This does not strike me as a Nintendo first-party game, and yet it is. It totally is. May I fight? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, 3/4 of the cartridge data was devoted to text. There's like a Bible's worth of text in this. Oh, we got 8-way walking. It's like those Final Fantasy Pixel remasters everyone loves. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's natural. You always want to tell people how to equip swords. Hey, Pewter. And the Nakayamano. Who's the tentacle man? Oh, it's Merlin. Go to town and learn how to be a sword fighter. Oh, it's one of those games where it multiplies your speed if you move diagonally. Nice. Like one of those early FPSs where you strafe while walking forward. There's nothing here. Yeah, as far as Titus goes, not bad. Gotta hand it to him. It's just nothing here? Okay. What's that over there? See, this is great. This is a game that inspires curiosity, like all good games. Someone dropped all their Pokemon cards over here. Is there a puzzle or something? It inspires morbid fascination. Pretty much. Alright, let's review the notes. Find village. Become master swordsman. Is it over here? You do not, under any circumstances, gotta hand it to him. True. Oh! We, acquired a bird. Good news. Do you just keep collecting birds? Is there a guy in town who's gonna be all like, if you trade me 8 birds, I'll give you sword training? Can I take a bath? I guess. If you trade 1 bird, you can get 2 in the bush, I see. Oh, you found 3 of my hens. Have you searched in those caves? You must keep looking. Alright, I called it. I called it seconds before it happened. We gotta find some freaking hens. People love this shit, though. You had to do this in Ocarina of Time. Your character does look like she has kind of a limp, doesn't she? Well, I'm already almost dead. That's good. Oh, damn it. You gotta do this shit in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Watch your chickens, people. Well, let's speedrun the first few minutes of the game. What do you say? We gotta get to some action. I want to swing my sword at least once before we move on. You. Yeah, you can't attack yet. You have to learn how. You gotta go to the village. Did Nintendo publish Bubsy in Europe? No, they didn't. Did they? Would they? Yeah, the Star Wars games, that makes sense. But Bubsy? And Quest for Camelot? I don't know. I don't know about that. How do I save my game? What? I'm sorry? You have to equip the save game function? Gwyneth, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry, my brain is already broken. I've only been streaming for like 5 minutes. Thank you, I will gambarimasu. It's just like La Mulana. That's now the only thing I know about La Mulana. That it's like this. Pal Bubsy says licensed to Nintendo, so it's true. The rumors are true. Well, look at it this way. Now that I have it equipped, I can save anytime I want. This animation here is Sachin-esque. Anyone know what I'm talking about? This looks like a character out of Jurassic Boy or some shit. He doesn't tell us how many chickens there are in total. He's itching himself? Yeah. Oh, he is! This does feel like a prototype. It feels strange, like it's on the verge of collapsing any second. It's one of those games. Okay, I can get as many as 4. I don't know where the other chickens are. This is basically a Sachin game, yeah. They did make Game Boy Color games. Alright, my goal tonight is to see some action in Quest for Camelot. We'll be here all night if we have to. Kind of depressing somehow vibe. Yeah, that's a good way to describe Sachin. I think of, that's how I think of Color Dreams. Those games are all vaguely depressing. He's new. Sorry, I can't help you. You should talk to my brother. He's the blacksmith to the north of here. How appropriate. You fight like a cow. Eh? Wrong game. I should stream that sometime. I've only ever played through Monkey Island once. And I was like, you know what? That's okay. That was a pretty good game you guys made. There was like another chicken? Where was the chicken? Exploring a cave? Okay. I think this took us back to the first area. Yeah, it did. I know there was another chicken out in the open in the second area. I didn't get my second time around. you want to play along, you can play this on Nintendo Switch Online for some reason. Anyone can join in. You can invade my game and put me out of my misery. There it is. Is 4 enough? Okay. Alright. 4 is not enough. It's 5? Okay. At least we're close. Okay, well... I think I glazed over the part where it cost me money to save, and I kind of used up all my money. Well, that's good. Sorry, 30 gems required. There it is. Okay, okay, alright. We're in this. We're in here. Here being Camelot. Never ever ask money to save, especially not on a battery-powered portable console. Yeah, that's kinda dickish, you know? That's a working designs move. I played Lunar Eternal Blue on Sega CD. That's a game that makes you pay money to save. It makes you pay experience points to save, like the experience points you use to level up your magic. It's really cool. But yeah, at least we got 5 chickens. No, I don't want to save. It costs money. Thank you for finding my hens. I'm impressed. But you won't last long without a sword. I'm gonna help you. I want you to take my sword. It's the best sword I've ever made. For sword lessons, you should go see my brother. He lives in a house to the south. You acquired the sword. I didn't... Hang on. Okay, I thought I... When the save icon disappeared, I thought that I hit the drop button and it was possible to drop the save function. Never mind, we're good. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. That is a game that is cruel about having to pay money to save. There's a consumable item in that game that you get a very limited amount of. Like a single-digit amount to clear the entire game with. Just because of the way the game's structured. And I had one that I was saving to the very end of the game, so I spent hours playing, just waiting for the right opportunity to save. And that's when I found out the thief enemies in the game can steal your save tokens. That's like the coolest mechanic I've ever seen in a video game. We got gems, you know what that means. Yeah, despite that, Dragon Quarter fucking rules. I love that game. Oh, we can do both? We can save and sword? You had this game as a kid? Oh my god. Yeah, it makes you do so much before you even find the sword. As a kid, I wouldn't have the attention span. You can't unequip once you've... Okay. That's fine. I never want to unequip my save anyways. Oh yeah, this music would stick with you for sure. That face when you're on the quest for Camelot. He was like right here? Nope, I'm already lost in this children's game. That's good. It's it's funny. I'll give it that much. It is. There's a lot in this game that is funny, quote unquote. So I think I need to teleport through a cave, and that's where the swordsman is. I don't know about this combat. I don't know about a lot of this. Aha! Hey, that's my brother's sword. You either stole it, or you helped him in some way. You look honest, so he must have given it to you. That sword was his most prized possession. If he was compelled to give you the sword, then I will teach you about combat. But first, you must save the town from Ruber's evil knights. They're destroying everything, I suppose. For now, I'll tell you this. Your sword has special powers. You can gain combat experience from enemies to raise your sword's power level. Higher the power level, the more damage your sword will inflict. Once the town is safe, come back and I will teach you more. Did he just tell me to go around and kill every single enemy in the game, and then I can progress? Alright. I was the one who accepted this quest. Do you think the movie's anything like this? I would think after I leave the screen, these guys would respawn, right? Are these just permanently dead guys? Does this game have permadeath? Dude, you can get stuck on things. Everything's sticky, like it's made of peanut butter. Movie is probably like an hour and a half of busy work and then 15 minutes of action. My brother, quote-unquote, the sword master. Alright, we got any knights around here? Can I get like a whistle to call the knights? Getting backed into a corner seems pretty risky in this. These guys stay dead? Okay, at least we're making progress then. This is the only music in the movie. Is that all of them? No, there's another one over here, and one here. Jeez. So, what's everyone up to? Anyone watching Bill Bull right now? Did he beat Virtual Bart? He was like one minigame away from beating the game when I had to start stream. He figured out the entire freaking Bart Pig segment. He had to draw a map. Oh, he didn't beat the tomato stages. That sucks. That's like the best part of the game. I wouldn't think so either, but he got through all those parts. He actually beat the freaking dinosaur Bart level. He did the fucking water slide. It's true, he'll take any excuse to draw a map. I appreciate that. He was 4 egg hits away from beating it. Oh my god. He got really close in Bart's Nightmare as well. Okay, that's all the dudes on this little interconnected map. If I have to go back to the second map and kill all the dudes there, we may have to say goodbye to Quest for Camelot. You remember the original Zelda? When the first guy gave you the sword, and he said, "It's dangerous to go alone, take this. Now kill every single Octorok in the entire overworld." Yeah, the intro's the best part. You know, there's a lot of other Game Boy games that aren't up on Nintendo Switch Online. I just want to point that out. In case Nintendo's listening. You missed a few. You should get tacos for lunch. That's what I think. Yeah, next up is Xena. They gotta put Hercules on there too. Okay, is that everybody? Oh, I've saved the town. You can tell, right? You are ready to learn the finer points of sword combat. A spin attack, eh? Hold down the button for a spin attack. That sounds crazy. I am a nomad, so I travel to many places. I must go for now. Find me again for more lessons. Now hurry! I saw Merlin by the manor. He can help you get in. Good luck. Okay, we've done a quest. We have completed a quest for Camelot, but not the quest for Camelot. Let's go find that freaking Merlin. Maybe he knows where the action in this town is. They should put Mr. Nuts on there. I would be happy as hell to see Mr. Nuts. The familiar face. That's all I want. I go nuts for Mr. Nuts. What can I say? Where the fuck was Merlin? I'll find him. Krongo, I think you're onto something. I was about to say Scunny HD Collection. See, it's what all the gamers are thinking. It's just what we want. What we want is Scunny. That delightful squirrel. Alright, Merlin I'm pretty sure is in this little hub world here. We don't have to teleport through a cave to get to him. How did I end up here again? I'm the worst at this. It's a really horrible name, yeah. It sounds disgusting. Not a great name for a mascot character. Feels like you might get a disease by saying it. You know, it kind of sucks that Nintendo mandated that you have to beat this before you can play any other Nintendo Switch game. Kind of a weird decision, but they're making enough money where I guess they can get away with it. Yeah, he's not a skunk! Pico got the Prince Valiant game and modified it to be something generic? They Joe Hoopsed it? They pulled a Joe Hoops with Prince Valiant? Can you do that? Your skills have improved greatly, but do not take them for granted. Ruber is strong and his intentions are evil. Now hurry in and rescue your mother. I'm ready. Imagine there was a door there. Oh wait, I got a sword slash, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh boy. Oh jeez. I love how dudes are solid objects while they're dying, so I took an extra hit there. Oh, these dudes don't drop anything anymore. Prince Hoops. Does this even do more damage? Everything has so much health. You don't need Link's Awakening. We have Link's Awakening at home. Who's this? Is this the throne room? Going after Ruber, you need to get a shield first. Yes, you definitely need a shield. I saw a man with a dog pick one up. It had a beautiful crest. Link's asleepening. Like Link's rude awakening. He got big! He got big. Why'd the man get big? Okay, we saved right after we saved the town, so all I gotta do is go back to Merlin. Bigger than before. This game's got its hooks in me. I'm addicted now. I'm now a dedicated Quest for Camelot streamer. Sour Goose. That's my name now. Welcome to the Sour Goose stream. Oh, now they drop stuff. I see how it is. Today on Sour Goose, I'm playing this for some reason. Subscribe to Goose Gaming. It feels so bad to be deflected from the enemies after you hit them. I think Zelda does that a little bit. But that's like if you hit their swords in A Link to the Past, right? It doesn't happen all the time. There's one run of this on speedrun.com. It's 1 hour and 14 minutes. Okay, I have to beat the big man now. Watch out, this guy gets big. I could be the world record holder. What? That did something, right? Whoa! I don't know why it got big last time and not this time. It like... I'm like opening cabinets or something, but it slides into the wall and looks really bad. I was outside with my dog when Ruber stormed the manor. My dog ran in here, and now I can't find him. Will you help me find my dog? Whoa! I guess the wizard only gets big if he attacks you. That's like a line from Gauntlet. The wizard only gets big if he attacks you. There, yeah, look at that. What? Crush Gals, thanks for the sub. Welcome to this. It looks like he's invincible when he becomes big. Pretty good move. I'm okay. No, I'm not. You know, you'd think wizards would attack with magic or something, but I guess growing big is a magic. What is this? What even is that? Come on. You could draw better than that. I know you can. Is that the dog? That's not the dog. It is the dog. Hey. I found your dog. He looks a little fucked up. Is this how he normally looks? Wait, the guy took off. I don't know where he is now. Alright, Hexagon Witch, have fun. You gotta take that dog to the vet. He looks like one of those dogs that tried to swallow a bee. This is the worst table I've ever seen in my life. He just went down to Home Depot and bought a bunch of planks. Is this Daikatana? Unfortunately, no. Alright. I don't have to put up with this. I can cheat if I want to. That's right, we're gonna cheat. Oh, there he is. Hey, I got your dog, come back. I've acquired a large gem. Oh, I'm so happy you found my dog. I'll never let this happen again. I was worried sick about him. I found this shield in the manor and was gonna sell it, but I think you need it more. Besides, I have a strange feeling it belongs to you anyway. This game is the ultimate Blomby game. Yeah, I guess I should save. I only have one heart, though. What are the odds that it saves your current health? Quest for Blombalot. I guess I'll equip the shield. There we go. I got a freaking sword and shield now. Just like Link's Awakening. I'm a knight for real now. Now parry the big wizards. Why do I have the strange feeling that the next objective is to kill every single enemy in this scene? Alright. That was a hidden switch. I wouldn't say it's a bad game. I mean, it's not the greatest game of all time, but it is very, very good. You can at least say this game is excellent. Oh, you think this has an engine? Some guy just started typing in a notepad after he got drunk. That's how this game got made. Grappling hook. What'd that do? It does nothing. It does nothing. It makes you stop in place when you push the button. Oh god, he's big! The arrow earlier? Do I have to escape? I think I'm almost done with this game, but I still want to play a little bit more. Just a little bit. Probably never gonna play this again. They just get big. That's their power. Thanks for goofing. Thanks for watching. This arrow? This one? Well, I'm glad I was streaming this, because there was no way in hell I'd ever figure that out on my own. This is hell. The dungeon key. Now we can go to the dungeon. I'm getting trace amounts of joy from this. Joy was here at some point before it was completely drained out. Joy was here recently. And I mean, yeah, it's just like Link's Awakening. That's a good game. We're getting a little bit of that joy runoff. Some traces. Any whimsy? Not quite yet. There was a lot of text, but very little whimsy. I think I've gotten whatever I wanted from Quest for Camelot, so I'm gonna save and quit. I thought surely there was more to this game than what it seemed, and yet here we are. Whew. I could use some mirth. Let's go ahead and do this, because, yeah, I'm definitely coming back to this. Sheesh. It can only get better after that, right? Pokemon trading card game. I have never played a Pokemon trading card game in my life. I wonder if I should. Or if I should just play Blaster Master. What's with this intro? Boy, that game was 100% padding. There was not a single bit of solid gameplay in that. So, I love Blaster Master, NES Blaster Master. They made one for Game Boy Color, and this is that. I don't think I've played this. Oh, it just puts you right in there, huh? Butter-da-da, butter-da-da. It's like it uses the assets from the NES version, but the level layout here is different. And what's this business about? I made it in here. Fuck! One life! Alright. Cool. I have a package that just arrived. Alex, you can wait till later to pick that up. It's cat litter. This is a Blomby-ass port for sure. Why do you gotta get out of your car to kill the enemies that are just below you? Is that why they call this enemy below? It's really annoying. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alex the hero bringing in 40 pounds of cat litter. That is Dr. Elsie's premium cat litter. The cats will accept nothing less. Now, I've played Blaster Master, and this doesn't feel much like Blaster Master. Welcome back, Alex. Thanks again. Yeah, Alex crossover episode. Collab. Oh, you look like a little freak in this one. And the controls are bad. You can't move diagonally? Are you shitting me? Really? Alex, you missed the Alex cameo. It's still got that thing where you can strafe, but the movement feels real bad because you can't diagonally move. He looks better in the sense that he's more realistically proportioned, but I like how Blomby he looked in the original. Hey, Scarlet Swordfish. Yeah, we've never been in the same room together, makes you think. Retro Pals has been secretly remote the entire time. And so, at the end of this maze was a single life power-up. Nice. That's not too different from original Blaster Master. There's a lot of unnecessary shit in that, too. I want to play freaking Versus Blaster Master, the unreleased arcade version. Because they turned the game into a straightforward action game with none of the exploration stuff. And the exploration's fine, but a lot of it is just, like, inconsequential and just kind of makes the game longer for no real reason. Whoa!
Come and get me.
Oh! Ultimo, thank you for the 100 bits! Oh, Crystallis for Game Boy Color. Hey, that game has voice samples, unlike the NES original, so therefore it's better. If you get the Sword of Wind, a voice says, "Forward or forward." That's what I want from my games. Really? Okay. This is Blaster Master if it felt bad to play instead of good. That's my first impression. That's my hot take. Is this going anywhere? When do we get to the fireworks factory? There's a key? So this is Blaster Master, except you have to do the weird explory parts. I see. Interesting decision. Oh, one of those labelless carts. Always love those. I had some label-less Atari 2600 games, and I asked a local friend to bring by her 2600 so I could test them out. I was like, what if it's Air Raid? What if these games are $10,000 video games? They weren't. It was like Defender or some shit. My favorite version is Blasting Vagain. I like Blaster Master 0 and Blaster Master 02. Then I got Blaster Master 03 and was super excited to finish the trilogy, and it was bad. It was really bad and boring. Kind of annoyed that they made two really, really good games and then one just kind of boring and bad one. Blaster Master from memory, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 3 I didn't like at all. 1 and 2 were great. I plowed right through those in like a day. But 3, I came back to it on multiple days and I had to force myself. I was like, oh, I gotta beat this shit. And then I ultimately didn't. 1 and 2 are really good. Is there a reason Blaster Master 2 is never spoken of? Yeah, it's made by Software Creations instead of Sunsoft. They farmed it out to a studio who kind of had a questionable lineage, I guess. They made games like Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge. Yeah, Big Bean, I was about to say that. I really loved the first Circle of the Moon. That was great. And I played through Circle of the Moon too, and I was like, that's... well, this is okay, I guess. It did have a dog in a mech suit, but that wasn't enough to save it. See, what I'm saying is they should make sequels to, like, Fester's Quest and Gremlins, but, like, you know, delete the licenses. Instead of Uncle Fester, just call him Uncle Sunsoft. There's nothing up here. How quirky. Yeah, it did kind of feel like they were filling out a checklist of quirkiness at that point. It feels bad when you can tell that that's happening. Is there just literally nothing here? Quester's Fest. Joe Hoops' Quest. Hey, Shark. What if Joe Hoops went on a quest? Well, every few years or so, Sunsoft decides that it's going to come back. And I think they announced their latest round just a few months ago. They made a new Iki that was just a ripoff of Vampire Survivors. So that's where Sunsoft is at right now. Nephew quest. Collect all the Shutterstock images. Joe Hoops is so fucking funny. I wonder if the original guy who did the portraits for Joe Hoops knows that he's Joe Hoops. You just gonna stay here? Dude. Are we doing this? Do we have to do this? Must we? Jesus. What's this game's problem? Oh no, there's fall damage, I forgot. Yeah, he's just hovering over me, being like, you got any games on your phone? Dude. Fine. This is so weird. I'm so used to original Blaster Master, it's just... They made this play strangely and bad. I would have thought the appeal of Blaster Master was pretty straightforward, but I guess these guys knew better. Yeah, it's true, the Worlds of Power novelization eventually became the actual canon, because no one gave a fuck. They were just like, someone made a story at some point, let's just use that. I have that book. I bought it at the Scholastic Book Fair. I also got the Metal Gear one, which has a chapter that talks about how Snake uses rations gradually to restore his strength as he walks across an electrified floor. Because whoever was writing the novel didn't figure out the right way to do that. They just kind of brute forced their way through it. You're like supposed to shoot a rocket at a panel to turn off the electrified floor, but in the novelization it's all like, oh, Snake could feel horrible pain in his body, but he ate the rations to restore his strength. Bring back Worlds of Power. Get gamers reading again. I mean, not me, I hate reading, but other gamers can read. Yeah, drinks blood like cherry pop. I think that's the quote. Waiting on tacos? Nice. Enjoy tacos. I'm just gonna opt out of all this combat, if y'all don't mind. Yeah, it wasn't soda, it was cherry pop, so Dracula is from the northern US. Oh, oh, whoa! Cool. Alright. Good thing these things don't hurt. Yeah, this is an original boss. This isn't in the original game. Looks pretty good, too. No! I get one more hit. Now this is gaming. Yeah! Yeah, if only you could use the pause trick. We got a piece of the car. Oh, so it can, so it can. It can high jump. I want to see what the second area looks like, and then we can move on. This largely uses the same graphics and enemies from the NES game, but it feels very, very different. That one, Nikosune. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Bad Blaster Master. It could be worse. It could be Blaster Master 2. At least it's not that. Can it run? Can it fly? Can it jump up high? Can it stretch? No, I'm out of here. It's been 0 days since our last James Pond reference. They let you use Y as a duplicate select, but can't remap X. Yeah, the lack of remapping is kind of strange, huh? Luckily, they let you put they put B on X and A on A, which works for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be having a very good time here. Yeah, Blaster Master Zero is great. I love that in Blaster Master Zero 2. Then there was 3, which, I guess some people like that. Oh yeah, and then there was Blaster Master Boy, which wasn't Blaster Master at all. It was a fake. The music is just barely out of tune, isn't it? It sucks. Controls are just bad, too. In the original, it felt good to control this tank because it had a sense of momentum to it. This is just... ugh. Well, now I know. I've always wondered about this Blaster Master enemy below, and now I know. Is this where you gotta use the hover? Probably. That's okay. I've had enough of this for now. I have played enough Blaster Master Enemy Below. And now I know. A little bit better than Blaster Master 2. Not as good as the original or Blaster Master 0. Alright, I'm gonna treat myself. Let's play a good game. Let's play Kirby's Tilt and Tumble. Alright, I gotta reconnect an actual Nintendo Switch controller for this. I was using a Wii Classic Controller Pro, which is the best way to play stuff on Switch, in my estimation. What? It's refusing to notice my Switch remotes. Hang on a second. Are you kidding me? Alright, Nintendo Switch. I don't like you and you don't like me, but we're gonna get this to work. Okay, one of the Joy-Cons connected. And the second one did. And as soon as I start up the app, it decides to shut itself off. Interesting. Let's just do this. Alright, we good? Yeah, Ninja Warriors. I was playing that the other day. I want to stream that at some point. I was watching Murphigator play that. He got 1cc's on hard mode with every single character except for Raiden, which is a hell of an achievement. Believe it or not, hard mode is pretty hard. Fucking love Ninja Sabers. Little Kirby naps on a cloud. But who is that scurrying by? It's Waddle Dee! He looks like a very busy guy. And there goes King Dedede with something big. Now what could they be up to? Better find out. A dreamland without stars. Dreamland without brains, more like. I'm sorry, I have nothing against Kirby. Oh, it talks! Neo Zero? Thank you for gifting 5 subs, I appreciate it. Welcome Yomidian, Mogambo, Nest Wyoming, Invaderoid, and Revenant. Enjoy your sub and your emotes. Now this game, this is a triumph. I'm really glad that this is on Nintendo Switch Online because this game is motion controlled. They had a little motion sensing thing in the cartridge. So for a time, the only way you could play this was on official Game Boy hardware. Or if you were really hardcore, you could play this on Nintendo GameCube via the Game Boy player. And you'd have to, like, lift up the entire fucking GameCube and twist it around and shit. Yeah, look at all those Osakas. Nice, nice. Now me, I got as far as buying a cartridge and intending to stream it with the GameCube method, but I never got around to it. Now it's on Switch, which is like the easiest way to play it ever. It screams? Nice. Oh man, I'm playing Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Look at that! Oh my god! I'm using the 2 Switch Joy-Cons in their little, the thing you slip them into. And that's providing analog tilt control. Oh, this is sick. I don't gotta lug around a whole GameCube and worry about disconnecting the cords. Yeah, that was a crunchy hi. Hi! I'm Kirby! Oh, you gotta... I see. It's just a thing you can do. This is weird. How did you play this on a Game Boy back then? You can't even see the fucking screen if you do this. Is Kirby a cannibal or just a predator? I guess he's a predator. I don't think Waddle Dees and Waddle Doos are the same species. Maybe I'm wrong. What was that he said? Yeah, I guess you could get a worm light, but all the different angles of the screen are not the best way to experience the Game Boy. In my experience, you needed to, like, really keep the thing at a certain angle so you could see the screen properly. And if you're doing this on original Game Boy Color without the backlight, God help you. Oh, let's go. Give me those stars. It seems a little sensitive. The little sensor that tells it when you jump seems to be a little, it's a little bit too trigger happy. Maybe it's like that in the original. Played this on an original GBA. It wouldn't be... Actually, that would be pretty bad with the non-backlit screen. I don't know, maybe if you were playing in sunlight or something. Oh, this is weird. This is so fucking weird, dude. He just said yata. They didn't translate that. I want a refund. You get hardened after playing bulk tie on original GBA? Yeah, I bet. Gotta have sunlight for that. That's a series that I completely missed out on. The only one I played was Lunar Nights. I had to review that or preview it or something. I think I still have the review cartridge. Don't tell Konami. Control would be backwards on a GBA SP. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there is an option. I remember trying out my cartridge and it asked me if I wanted to invert. Oh, that's also how I played Circle of the Moon. I played that on an original fucking GBA. That's an accomplishment, I tell you what. Kirby's Burst-A-Balloon. Kirby's Hurdle Race. Do the Kirby. Kirby's Roll-A-Rama. Kirby's Chicken Race. Well, we gotta do the Kirby. Yes! This seems difficult, but okay. Chicken Race is fun. I'll have to check that out. Oh, it's... okay. It's acting like a pointer. That's not what I expected, but sure. Neon looks like it says, do the kinky. A little bit. I guess it's for the best that they don't make you do this to the beat. Yeah, Captain Lou is the only true Kirby in my opinion. Remember Captain Lou being all like, "Hi, Poyo." Yeah, it's just Simon Says. It's not even a rhythm game, which it would be pretty difficult given the sensitivity of the tilt. Yeah, you do this. I had enough of that game. It was alright. Yeah, it needs disgusting faces burping at you, like fucking work time fun. Ooh! Good face. I have 15 lives? Let's fucking go. A balloon trip in the sky. G. Blah, blah. Give me that. The G is for gay. I see. Kirby needs to be extra gay to survive this part. Inari Fox, thanks for the raid. How you doing? Hope you had a good stream. What were you playing? I'm playing Nintendo Switch Online Game Boy games. You ever seen what they have to offer? It's a bunch of weird shit. They got like Quest of Camelot. And then this game, which is like impossible to emulate, so it's really cool that it's up here. Super Animal Royale. I see, I see. Thanks for the shout out, mods. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. We're good. Hey, you recognized it. Yeah, it's totally from Rolling Thunder 2. What a good game that is. Impossible video game, but good. This is good. It's kind of a shame that it's really hard to play outside the Nintendo Switch, but at least there is an option to play this now. For those of us just joining, this cartridge uses a tilt sensor, so you can only play this on an original Game Boy Advance, or one of the variants. Or if you're hardcore, you can try playing this on GameCube via the Game Boy player. But now here it is on Switch Online, and you just use the Joy-Cons, and it plays great. I mean, it's no Quest for Camelot, don't get me wrong, but... Whoa, 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 whoa. I missed. I like this game. I like the big curb. I like Icevy Machina, who just raided. Hey, Icevy. How you doing? What were you up to? I'm playing Game Boy games on Nintendo Switch Online, which is just the weirdest mix of a bunch of games that you might want to play, like this one, and games you necessarily don't want to play, like Quest for Camelot. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to that Metal Gear Solid thing. Everybody go follow Icevy. She's about to play Metal Gear Solid and the Twin Snakes at the same time. The only true way to experience Metal Gear Solid. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Don't mind me. Thank you for the shout-out, mods. Because you can, exactly. If you can, then you have to. It's the same reason, it's the same drive that makes us play Kirby Tilt and Tumble on the Nintendo GameCube via the Game Boy player. The drive, the strive to be the ultimate gamer. Skeleton, thanks for the follow. You did that too? Okay, that makes sense. Icevy, you and I are a specific kind of gamer. I could feel you on that same wavelength. I've also played WarioWare Twisted on Game Boy Player. That's a good time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wonder if WarioWare Twisted has gotten more expensive, because that's one of those games where you need the original hardware for the experience. Come to think of it, Nintendo, you want to do something really cool, you should put that up on Nintendo Switch Online. I know you got your hands busy with Quest for Camelot, but hear me out. Maybe you should put up a WarioWare. Roll Kirby into the square. Tilt in the direction you want to go. What I did back then, when I wanted to get original cartridges of this and that, what's the fucking Yoshi game that also has a tilt sensor? Topsy-Turvy, is that right? I ordered a lot of 2 cartridges, Topsy-Turvy and also this, Tilt and Tumble. They sent Tilt and Tumble and Wario Land 4. And I was like, you know what? That's fair. I'm not going to complain. Right, Yoshi's Universal Gravitation. Why did they call it that in Europe? We get the silly, stupid name. You get the ultimate cool name. Yeah, I figure Wario Land 4, I'm not gonna... You know what, you're gonna give me an original cartridge of that. I'm not gonna complain too much. I still need a Topsy-Turvy cartridge, however. Uh-oh. Come here, you. Under 100, that's still pretty good for something so niche at this point. It's so hard to aim in this. Got him. All I had to do was complain. It's the Orbserver. Is that his name? Alright, you know, Quest for Camelot, pretty good. Blaster Master, Enemy Below, even better. But I'm gonna say that this is the best game I've played so far this stream. It's just a little bit better than those games. I'm having a good time with this. And he's so round. So far, this is the biggest argument in favor of a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. This is an experience that's hard to get otherwise. I really appreciate that this is playable on Switch. It's not just a case of putting up a ROM and being like, here, play Quest for Camelot. It's cheap. This, they put in the work, and it paid off. It's multi-layered gameplay. You do not need the Plus for this. This is the $2.99 plan, or a week free subscription. If you have a trial available to you, you can play this. It's a little fiddly and kind of inconsistent, but this plays really well, actually. I say as I get murdered. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're good. Yeah, where's the chesto? No. Oh, if you just joined, this is a tilt-controlled game. Just thought I would elaborate. You don't play this with the D-pad, you gotta tilt the damn Joy-Cons. Or Game Boy Advance if you're playing the original. Whoop, whoop. I think I want to do one... I'm gonna finish this level and then move on, but this is my favorite game on Nintendo Switch Online so far. Oh, he big. Kirby. Kirby, you alright? He made some kind of disturbing hell noise when he died. I don't know what's going on there, but otherwise I like this. Let's come back to that. Oh, some of this is cut off because I've cropped the screen. Let's do, man, okay. Someone wanted to see Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare, so let's go for it. Oh, no. What have I done? It's too big. The game title too big. Okay, there we go. I've not played this. I've heard good things. Or at least people saying that this is technically impressive. I'll be the judge of this. Yeah, Infogrames rocks my world. Can't tell if these are hot jams or not. I think they're just jams. This game's bananas. It's even decent. Oh, this font. This is not a good portable font. So, this is a PS1 game. I think it's also on Dreamcast. That got backported to Game Boy Color. Not Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. The 8-bit system. He was... Charles is dead, Mr. Carnby murdered! He's what? Yeah, he's just sleeping, he's fine. Everyone always going on the quest for the statuette. It always ends like this. It doesn't have a robot cowboy? Fuck this. Fuck this, then. It needs a pirate named Bubble Boy. It needs a robot cowboy. It needs a lot of things before I can call this an Alone in the Dark game. Wait, not Bubble Boy. Bubble Blade was his name. Also, I've only ever played through Alone in the Dark 2. That was a hell of a time. Morton. Alan Morton. Carnby, are you receiving me? The screen is very funny to me, I don't know why. Carnby, Aline. Alright, we got codec calls in this. So it's a freaking Resident Evil style third-person adventure game. It doesn't have tank controls. You can just push up, down, left, and right to move. That's nice. Something on the ground. Maybe a clue. I better walk to the object and press the B button to pick it up. Yeah, this is a Game Boy Color game. Look at this. How is this real? How is this on Nintendo Switch Online? Looks like there's a friendly doggy over here. No? Okay. It's pretty impressive. I've seen the I've played the Resident Evil prototypes for Game Boy Color, where they tried to port the original game. Those were some blomby fucking games, I tell you what. Clip of bullets lying on the ground. Look at that face. Oh, I'm getting a call. Hang on. No? Okay. I hope this text isn't important. I've entered Game Boy Color World. Can you come join me? Oh, you're breaking up. I guess I can't do it. Oh, what a shame. I totally wanted to join you on Game Boy Color. What? What? there's random encounters. Are you kidding? I guess I prefer that to the alternative. I'd hate to have to fight monsters on this overworld map. Hey Vega baby, this does kind of kick ass. I'm glad it exists. Dude, this reminds me of anyone play the Sega CD Mary Shelley's Frankenstein game? This really reminds me of that. Now that's an awesome game. Looks like trouble. You should play it, it's good. Best adventure game to be based on the 1994 film Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. What? These environmental sounds are kind of freaking me out. Enemy fights inspired by Oregon Trail's hunting sequences? Yeah, totally. You have picked up 2,000 pounds of food. You can carry 20 pounds back to the cart. Alright, we're in. So far, this is better than it has any right to be. This is... Kirby Tilt and Tumble is still the best game I've played so far this stream, but... this is shockingly well put together. It's probably just a raccoon. A large storage shed, and been sealed with a large lock. Looks like trouble. Yeah, Kirby's Dream Land 1 is good. Is that on here? It has to be, right? They had to have put up all the Kirbys for them to resort to Quest for Camelot. Oh, sick, I should play that. It's been a while since I've played through good old Kirby's Dream Land. Nothing beyond the gate but barren moorland. They don't have Pinball Land? Good. Sorry, I'm a certified hater of Kirby Pinball Land. It's too damn hard. I would like to get inside the house. Castlevania sound effect? To use an item, such as a key. This is really fast and snappy, too. Like these really old tank-controlled games, they're kind of sluggish, but this guy, he just books it. Pair of old gardening gloves and a crowbar. Yeah, we're a Revenge of the Gator family. We don't take kindly to folks who prefer Kirby's Dream Land. I mean, Kirby Pinball Land. May I use the crowbar? I guess not. It's okay, this game's breaking my brain too. Is there like a front door I can use the crowbar on? Is there anything crowbarable? Like down here? Yeah. This door is perhaps the best way into the mansion. People enter houses through doors. Alright, crowbar time. No Mario Land 1, but they got Mario Land 2. That's pretty strange. Only Nintendo. Cool. I like this. Is there something wrong with me? I kind of like this. This should be a really cheap and shitty port to Game Boy Color, but instead they went and put effort into it and shit. Mansion of Hidden Souls on GBA? They could never. You need a CD for that. I guess it helps that there's no load times either. There's none of those Resident Evil door transition sequences. Oh, it's so sparkly over here. Carnby, is that you, my friend? I thought I felt your presence on this dreadful island. I'm too weak. They put me in the mirror. Anything for you, buddy. Yeah, Genesis 2 has Mansion of Hidden Souls. Out of the dozen Sega CD games they chose to put on that thing, one of them was Mansion of Hidden Souls. I felt vindicated when they did that. Like, I know that game's good shit. No one else did. Yeah, they banished him to the Phantom Zone. You hate to see it. I like how weird the perspective is in this too. It's sometimes it seems like he's really giant and there's tiny doors. Yeah, they did Super Locomotive and Debbie and P. You know? Everyone's favorite unreleased Genesis game, Debbie and P. Right? I want to play more of this. I want to play more of this game. This seems actually good. Yeah, Debbie and P. We all know it. We're all familiar with it. I'm going to play fucking more of that shit. We're going to save our game. I'm going to have a good old game in time later with this. Okay, that's why I did this. That's why I'm going through this the whole freaking library to try and find something good. What's Burger Time like on GBA? I mean, Game Boy. So what's the difference between a Burger Time and a Burger Time Deluxe? Like an extra patty? You can laugh, it's okay. Anyone? Alright, well, whatever. Newton Donut is driving Burger out of business. Who here likes Burger Time? Is there anyone here who's good at Burger Time? I don't think that person exists. Yeah, true, I like burgers. But whenever I try playing Burger Time, that's when I run into problems. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little theme. Oh, look at that. Kind of disgusting when you think about it, this guy preparing burgers by stepping on them. Number 15, Burger Time foot lettuce. Yeah, arcade game is way too hard. I can barely get past the second level. You can triple jump and even backflip. How do I BLJ in this? Oh yeah, the Flintstones Burger Time. There was a time when they were reskinning all sorts of weird shit on Game Boy. Like there's the elevator action, that's a Dexter's Laboratory game. This is good. I like this. You move faster and the enemies are less aggressive in this. Fred must make the burger. Oh, but he was flashing. Come on. It was just in America, so Europe got the unaltered elevator action game. And we got the bonus Dexter's Lab license. See, this is okay. This is a good game to put on Nintendo Switch Online. It's got the name recognition. It's a good version of the game. I don't know if it's especially in demand, but here it is. You can play it if you want. Shit. Did you know the original Burger Time was just called Hamburger? Fun fact. Not a pepper. It's true, the original Japanese version was just called Hamburger. Hamburger's Fantastic Adventure. You're reaching way too far back for that one. But I appreciate the joke that's just for me. I am 007. There's cutscenes. Yeah, flatten him. Flatten him. Oh, you fucked it up. You can make Big Burger. Look. Big hamburger. There's fries. Push your fries emote if you got it. Game changer. Never before have fries been in burger time. How can you have a burger without fries? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think this is the end. Peter Pepper's last stand. Oh, I missed. It was a trick. It was a trick. Alright, I just want to make these big burgers and then I'll move on. This was better than I thought it would be. Not bad. This ranks pretty well in the Nintendo Switch Online Game Boy tier list that exists only in my head. Farewell, Peter Pepper. Game over. No. Alright, good to see some Data East on Nintendo Switch Online. I think this could be improved upon. I think all the other games that aren't by Data East should be replaced by Data East games. Otherwise, this is a good start. Want to play Gargoyle's Quest, but I want to do a complete playthrough. This game's like 2 or 3 hours, right? I've never played this. In Japan, this is called Makaimura Gaiden Red Arimer. So I gotta play it. It's a Ghosts and Goblins Gaiden. One of these days. One of these days. They got the freaking Zeldas. They got the freaking Kirbys. You know what? Oh, this isn't Kirby. This is Tetris. I guess Tetris is okay. Is this the best Tetris? I know some people swear by this. It's okay. I think my favorites are probably Tetris the Grandmaster, and Tetris DS was a really good one too. And then there's also Tetris DX. Oh, and the Genesis Mini version, the weird game that only existed as a bootleg for many years. Yeah, you could play that too. I don't know why I picked the hardest level. Tetris Effect was okay. It was alright. They don't give you no time to move after the blocks settle. Tetris the Grandmaster, this is not. Do a T-spin. I just did one. What'd you think? What are the heart levels? Is that like super hard or something? The The version with the different theme is rare now? I gotta look that up. I got one of those cartridges. Yeah, the first run of Tetrises in Japan did not have the Tetris music you know and love. It was different. A friend of mine sent me one of those from Japan. He went on a hardcore search. He like he brought a Game Boy to like Super Potato or something and started digging through their Game Boy carts, just popping in cart after cart of Tetris, being like, okay, this one has the old music, this one has the old music. He ended up finding a few. I want to play Kirby. Is that okay? Can I play Kirby? This game sucks! In a good way. You know, if Nintendo had allowed itself to use the word sucks, they would have done that in a Kirby ad. But sucks is a dirty word, you can't use that. Okay, all my training has been preparing for this moment. The last few years on this channel I've been streaming Ghouls and Ghosts, Ghosts and Goblins, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, the Castlevanias, and now I'm ready for the ultimate challenge. Hey Jordan, yeah, we're still goofing. I'm gonna finish up the goof session with Kirby's Dream Land, a game that you can beat in like 10 minutes or something. It's probably more like half an hour. Kirby is truly the ultimate ghoul. When people talk about those ghouls at Nintendo, they're talking about Kirby. Enforcing those draconian copyright laws. Kirby's such a ghoul. Sneeze at the title screen and DDD is finished. Someone I follow did the freaking Takeshi's Challenge thing where you punch 255,000 times on the title screen and get to the end. I've never seen anyone actually do that. They had video proof even. It works. If you don't want to play the game, just punch 255,000 times on the title screen. It's probably not that many, but it's still a few thousand times. Favorite Kirby? Either Superstar or Kirby's Dream Course. I really like Kirby's Dream Course. Something like 30k? Yeah, it's a lot. It takes you hours. Alright, let's get it. You don't get powers in this one. You can't dash. You can't stomp. You can fly. But this is primitive caveman Kirby. Figums, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, good game alert. Get all the good game fans in here. We're playing a good game for once. For those of you who can't appreciate Quest of Camelot, I guess. Gosh, I hope this is a 1cc. Hey! You cut that out. Adventure is so good. I forgot. I watched Dot play all the way through that the other day, and I was like, man, this game, Kirby's Adventure, this is pretty good. They were really onto something with that. Kirby card has Game Genie codes written on it. Nice. I forgot to post this in the Discord, but I found the most defaced copy of Pac-Man 2 for Super Nintendo I've ever seen in my life. I guess a guy named Davis was really concerned someone would steal it, so he wrote his name all over it. So there's a copy of Pac-Man 2 on eBay right now that just has the word Davis written on it like 1,000 times. Yeah, it's Jim Davis. That's his cart. Someone tell him we found it. He can suck up the whole cat! Yeah, I've never played the hard mode in this. I know it exists. Yeah, give Davis his cart back. That's an RPG side quest for someone. Go give Davis his Pac-Man 2 cart back. He'll give you a great reward. He'll give you a sword and shield to start on your adventure. I don't know what the original Kirby sounds like. This sounds okay to me, but it could be bad sound emulation, I don't know. A little crunchy, a little bit. Wow. Sorry, dude. Had to do it. They ever explain the whole 3 Kirby thing? Like, does Waddle Dee or whoever be like, hey Kirby, what's with the thing where you're 3 Kirbys sometimes? I ate it! You're not supposed to do that! God damn it. Can you respawn it? I guess you can't. He's magic. He can summon backup dancers. I guess so. It's explaining the Worlds of Power adaptation. True. I'd ask if there's lore, but I know there is, and I'm not interested. So forget I said anything. I just know that somehow Kirby ends up fighting God in like half of his games, or at least some kind of universe-destroying creature. You know, good for him. The different color Kirbys are also canon? Like from the one game where they all had cell phones? Is that real, or did I just imagine that? It is real? Amazing mirror? Okay. When I say it like that, it just sounds like something I dreamed up. Like, you know, when Kirby had the cell phone? Kirby have iPhone? I think they did just add Amazing Mirror to the expensive one. To its credit, yeah, true, they do have online multiplayer with rollback even, so you're getting your money's worth. What's with these? Oh, you know Kirby had a flip phone. You know that Kirby didn't upgrade until he was forced to. You know that Kirby had a flip phone up until he had to cover E3, and he realized he didn't want to be away from Texas without a real phone. Wait a minute, that wasn't Kirby. It's true, I'm sorry you had to find out this way, but yes, Kirby is your dad. You know, Kirby is glad E3 is dead. He didn't see much reason to go out and cover the event when you were just going to watch the press conferences from your hotel room anyway. Kibi? That's made up. There's not a second Kirby called Kibi. Is there? Whoops. Whatever happened to these guys? Is the lore that Kirby killed them and that's why there's no more Lolo games? That would be pretty twisted. Kibi is the yellow Kirby in Kirby's Dream Course. I didn't know that. I thought it was just yellow Kirby. Development team nicknamed this character Kibi. I see, like Kiro. This is a good song. Lolo was great. I'm surprised they only ever made a handful of those. Which is why I think it's official that Kirby killed them. The series did meet a sudden and mysterious end. Lolo's so freaking good. Maybe it's just like they made enough of him, and he can live in your mind forever, as a series that didn't go on for longer than it needed to. Lara Croft kills Gex. Did that happen? What's the Gex lore? I should know. I have the Gex novelization. I just haven't read it. If you have the original Gex, there's also a 12-page short story about his origin. Pretty tragic figure. The canon story in Gex is that his dad was on the Challenger when it exploded. So to console himself, he became addicted to TV. Yeah. And that's funny to me. I guess it's not. It is a huge tragedy, especially for Gex. Yeah, he saw the Punky Brewster episode and it just brought back all the horrible memories. He was like, oh, TV's supposed to be my escape. This is my Gex impression. I don't get no respect. Oh yeah, that Saturn Japanese box art for Gex is pretty good. It makes him look way cuter than he is. It's like wrong on a cosmic level. Did someone scan the entire Gex novelization? That's good. I guess I can throw away that book now. Is that what happened? I dunked in the water and that's why I wasn't spicy anymore? That's cool. Ah,